Hey everybody, this is Dustin Higgins, the Wi-Fi guy. I'm here with the one and only Bob Manicus for episode number 3 of our podcast, Staying Connected with the Wi-Fi Guy. So a lot of times people don't realize how important the Wi-Fi is. They're like, oh, it's just for streaming movies. So you live in the cell phone dead zone. You can't even make a phone call outside.
No.
And you get inside, then you have no bars. Like your only lifeline to outside on your cell phone is the Wi-Fi call.
Yeah.
And that requires decent equipment and decent coverage in the places where you want to use your phone. So if you're way down the basement and you're working on a computer and you get the multi-factor authentication that everybody's sending out now, and like that phone needs to be connected to be able to get that so you can log in so you can work.
Oh yeah, definitely. To me, as we continue to get really stressed out in how we live our lives, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that stress can be good, but the situation that I'm talking about is, today's world, you have to work. You have to do things. You have to go out. You have to make things happen. There's things that are happening wherever you are, if it's rental property or your personal property. All these dynamics are going on. And one of the avenues that could help in the stress management of your life is having technology that can fit into your lifestyle and make it so that you can either manage it directly or through automation, through schedules, and you can get information brought back to you.
I mean, it can learn when to put the blinds down, when the sun's coming in the window, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So you can put them on a schedule and just all kinds of creative things that typically you don't think of. You think the smart home, you think of turning on lights and turning off lights, and there's just a whole different thing that's out there. I mean, just a whole different. You have generators that are connected, smokers that are connected. Ovens that have cameras in it, so you don't have to go open the door and look at the pizza and see if it's done.
And people don't quite realize. I mean, this is something that is available and can be applied now to problems or challenges you may have.
Yeah, just being aware of what's going around the farm, who's coming and going. Cows that are having calves, like he doesn't have to run to the barn every 5 minutes. And that usually happens when it's raining. It usually happens when it's snowing or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
But now he can just pop up, look at the camera and see what's going on. So if that animal needs attention, like he can get down there and give it attention. And that gives him the option to do that from the farm or even do it away from the farm. Put in scenes where my vision is like, hey, the Wi-Fi guy's home. The alarm goes off, the door unlocks. Lights go down, lines go down, logos go up on the TV. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. That's
definitely.
And I mean, it's just going to be fun.
And it's not Hollywood, sort of artificially presented to us, because anybody that's watched any movie or anything that's had those kind of things that happen, the actor walks into a room, lights come on, and all this stuff happens, and we're like, oh man, I really wish that could happen in my life.
It takes pictures of obstructions that it runs into, like if there's an extension cord in the way or something like that. It will have you review those after it's done with the mission. And my point was like, well, it's the technology that we're trying to promote anyway that rides on a decent Wi-Fi system. So,
right.
It's just so neat. Like you can go into Best Buy and you can see all this stuff, but there's no place where you can go and demonstrate all this stuff.
Exactly.
You walk in here and like we have the Echo shows. I'm getting blinds that go up and come down. I can't wait to get those. They're not in yet, but it's just really cool. It's just this place is really turning into something very special.
And it's because you believe in what you do and you deliver in what you believe in. And I think that's something that resonates first time anybody meets you. And I think that's why the services that are going to be provided, continue to be provided through the Wi-Fi guy, are going to make a difference in people's lives, because that's the backing behind it. And I think I'm proud to be part of it.
For me, just joining that networking group and getting off the hamster wheel of just going up and down 270 to work every day, and doing all the
Right.
things that you're trained to do from an early age. Like the school bell, is training you to be a
Oh,
factory worker. Just looking back, I just wish I would have done this a little bit sooner. But if I quit tomorrow, the number one accomplishment is just showing Tyler, that there's a different way of doing things.
and Dustin, you've actually gone from I think I can do it, I wish I could do it, till you did it, and you got this office.
Yeah.
And it's not only it's got a character behind it too. It's not just an office. It's actually an evolution of a building, and it's been doing other things in the history of that building, from automotive to maybe just storage. It really does take someone with the Wi-Fi guy knowledge to look at that and say, this is a really good solution. Let's make sure it works the way it's supposed to work. Let's make sure it's been built for purpose and it's designed to do what it's supposed to do in emergencies.
Yes, I walk into a house and I see that cinder block wall, and I know the Verizon Cube is upstairs. I know I can beam Wi-Fi across the house and down to where the TV is, bypassing the cinder block wall in the basement. So there's definitely an art to installation, and that's our whole thing. It's a custom Wi-Fi solution. So it's really custom for each one. Everyone's different.
Right. And I keep tabs on the inquiries that are coming in, and I see that the kind of, when people want to inquire about, hey, can you do this, that, or the other, that I'm convinced that they are definitely at a point of maybe a little bit of desperation, because what they thought was supposed to be working is not working. At least optimal is very exciting. And I think what always grabs my attention before a podcast or before a conversation with you, Dustin, is knowing you as long as I've known you, and the dedication that you put towards solving problems. For you to have this vehicle in front of you to use to present your problem solving capabilities, your attention to detail, and just your great friendly attitude.